well, hey, this is RockMan.
Khodhum.
Let me reset.
Barely awake.
Man barely alive. Just like Sizzle Sword. Wait, no one would get that joke. But let me reset my Super Nintendo console and see what game we're dealing with here.
RockMan X2, what?
1994, what?
I can't read this fast enough.
Just like Bunny on Zone of the Enders. Scotchy. I recognize that. That's like the thumbnail for my second anniversary stream. I must have been playing this game. Whoa. That CH4 chip or whatever the hell it's called. RockMan X2.
Yes,
What song? What are you referring to? Do I want to know what you're referring to? It's time to work together with Green Guy and have a long and wonderful, healthy, fruitful life. Well, never mind.
No.
Alright, so just to well, I swear to you I'm not lying. This is a Super Famicom cartridge of RockMan X2. This background image is just a screenshot from Mega Man X2. There he is. The green guy has been immortalized forever. He's still alive, everyone. As long as that picture stays there, he's still alive underneath or something. Yes, the song has been sick. Have you been?
Sorry to hear that.
Anyone else been sick?
She did.
Well,
It took a long time, but she did.
well, Doom was not there for that, right? So
I just know from Discord that she did.
we could be lying. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she rage quit. Oh God.
Also, when would any of the Robot Masters ever be a woman? Like how that one guy in Bunny's chat was like so desperate to spoil that for her. I had to delete his message and then time him out.
Yes. Well, let's. I mean, we have to talk about Bunny because that's the reason why I'm playing this game. No, I have not, Ratmus. But yes, Bunny played Mega Man X2. I guess a couple weeks ago now, so that's why I have to play RockMan X2 and do this. Actually, I have practiced this game off stream. Dude knows this, so probably what's going to happen is when I'm doing it live here on stream, I'm going to fuck everything up and die a million times, and all the practice was going to be for nothing. You've already done that twice, Ratmus. I've had enough RockMan 7 for the rest of my life, okay? So get out of here. But yeah, I have to address what Kutsu said last night, and maybe you didn't watch enough of the VOD to see this, Doom. But he basically said his opinion is that Mega Man 2 is not a good game, it's overrated, and that Metal Blade sucks. And I just have to say that when I hear something as patently ridiculous as that I cannot take the person seriously. And I will not take that person seriously.
He's got something against Mega Man 2. We were having a conversation about music in Mega Man, and I said I thought the music in 2 was the best overall, and he said to me, that opinion is wild. And then like a bunch of people responded like, really, is it? I don't think it is.
What was the first Mega Man game you ever played, Doom?
Oh, the classic series, it was 7.
Yeah. Okay. It's because I was almost gonna say like, well, maybe Kutsu played Mega Man 7 first, and Mega Man 2 like caused his parents irreparable harm, or they died in a car accident because of Mega Man 2. But like, I mean, maybe. But you somehow played Mega Man 7 first, and then I assume at some point went back to Mega Man 2 and realized what a masterpiece it is. So why can't that idiot?
I played them in order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All the NES ones.
After 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, yeah. Then you realized how horrible 1 was, and Mega Man 2 was a breath of fresh air. Well, I'm sure you don't see 1 as horrible as I see it.
I put up with 1. But yeah, once I played 2, it was like, wow, this is way more polished than 1 was.
It's just crazy. I don't know. Like, not only is Mega Man 2 my favorite Mega Man game of all time, like, it's, one of my probably top 5 video games of all time. And what are your top 5 video games of all time, Doom? Because you mentioned them in Zone of the Enders stream.
Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Metroid, Rocket Knight Adventures, Zone of the Enders, The Fist of Mars, and Skies of Arcadia.
And how many of those has Ratmus beaten? Everything except Zone of the Enders, right?
Yes. Well, has he beaten Rocket Knight Adventures?
Oh, right. And not Rocket Knight Adventures either. Alright. I don't think you want to see him play Rocket Knight Adventures. Do you want to see him play Zone of the Enders Fist of Mars, though? I think seeing Bunny is enough. I think seeing Bunny do it is enough. Yeah, you've seen the movie Ender's Game. Is that close enough? Holy shit, I forgot. You always forget that you have Charge and Garvey because of the Bushido code.
I guess if you play X1 like way more than you play this game, so... Yeah, and regarding Splash, like, the only thing I know about that movie is that they named Splash Mountain after it for no reason, really.
I don't know, but, hey, Song Ratmus and Stallnox, for those of you who are not live on Discord, how does the stream look and sound? Fine? Holy shit, it's What Willy Man! I don't care what anyone says, as long as this music is playing, it's What Willy Man! Just like how it's always, once again, in Super Mario RPG, it's always What Willy Man!
I don't think I knew you could just stand there and he could not hit you.
I think when Ratmus was streaming this, he wasn't doing this, so I made some comment like, well, this is how Ratmus plays the game, and everyone plays the game differently. That's not how I would play it, because that's where I've always fucking stood to beat that boss. Who are these bozos? Spoilers, we're not going to find out later. I went to see Eugene Levy explaining to his son Dan as a kid why he was the villain in Splash. I've never seen Splash. X. You're gonna see a lot of X in Katakana, I'm sure. Taishita koto naize. It seems like each of these people's dialogue moved at a different rate, and they're in a different color.
That happens in American version too.
So I wonder if they have their own, way of speaking.
Yeah, I always imagined that. Like, Agile speaks really fast compared to the others.
But again, since Doom and I read Japanese at a barely kindergarten level, we're not going to go into this. If you're a Japanese speaker, feel free to post in the comments like anyone fucking watches my YouTube videos. Yeah, Yes, they all have their own speech impediments, as do we all. I don't know what that means. Yep. Now, Doom, what is your favorite Mega Man X game?
One.
Yeah, it's this one now. Of course, I famously like Mega Man X1 the most, then 2 less than that, then 3 less than that, then 4 less than that. And as we all know, I've never seen 5 through 8 in my life, except I'm lying apparently. Alright, now let's take a quick look at all of the Mavericks in this game. No, excuse me, they're irregulars.
Yes.
Wire Hetimarl. Metamormothminos. I bet Ratmus loves that guy. Flame Stagger.
You must really like Final Fantasy 13.
Magne Hyaku Legger. How many legs does he have? Well, Hyaku. Christian Snail. No, Christar Mine.
Kind of ironic since he's weak to mines.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, does it have something to do with mines? Is that like a pun or something? Sonic Austri. Bubbly Crablos. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, except he's not a man. Wheel Alligates. Let's get going here. Dude's got to eat dinner at 8 o'clock. That's why we're doing this now. Because if my dinner's late, who cares? I
really hope it doesn't take until my dinner. I would like to get a run in at some point.
If I just sit here and talk on the menu, it's going to take longer. So my dinner time is 5 o'clock, but if I'm a little late, that's fine. I had a big lunch. I mean, do you really think this game is going to take me 3 hours to get through?
I hope not.
Definitely not going to be able to do that, so let's move on.
I can't get that without the strike chain.
She'll get energy later. This is a speed run. To get to my dinner or Doom's dinner, and to show Bunny how slow she was at it totally. Spoiler, she ain't watching this VOD, and you know who else ain't watching this VOD? Kutsu. Doom knows that last time that guy gave me problems, but okay. Alright. And speaking of Kutsu, it might have been Kutsu who was saying how easy this was, and I was like, no, it's not easy, because I probably tried it once. Okay, let's not risk that. I got it down a few times off stream, which means I'm probably going to fuck it up here. Nope, there we go.
Oh, nice.
So that was the one thing Kutsu was right about, if he even said that out, or if that was someone else, I don't even know. If I had Slash Claw, I could cut right through that guy's shield. Wait, that's crazy talk.
Slash Claw probably isn't compatible with X's OS.
God. Is there just like health and weapon energy in here, or is there like a 1-up or something?
I think it's just health.
Yeah, I
But
think
you're already full, so...
it didn't even make a noise, so I guess, yeah, it was just like health and shit. Nothing happened. So. Oh, nice. That almost never happens. Not for the worst Maverick in the game, because I don't have his weakness.
Yeah, this fight usually takes a while anyway, unless you're actually able to get the timing right with the strike chain to stun lock him, but it's pretty hard.
But do you need strike chain to get that stun lock on him where he can't like do his attacks?
Yeah, because he doesn't get like knocked back unless you use strike chain.
Oh, come on. Again, that did not happen at all in practice. Actually, well, one time when I was playing it off stream and you weren't watching, I think I got a bad pattern like his first time. Yeah. This is a pretty bad pattern. I had a really good one last night.
Bunny was moving a lot when he sent those bouncing wheels after you, but yeah, if you just stand right next to him, you're fine.
I thought I was gonna kill him. I was like ready to take my hands off the controller. That's one down. Spin wheel.
Actually has the same name in English.
Wasn't sure because I forgot. Alright, Bubbly Crablos. Ratmus loves his unique level music.
I love how they just hit you and then peace out.
Peace was never an option. Do you think you can even destroy this fish with just a buster?
I've done it before.
What's like the really good weapon to use on him?
Hard Sonic Slicer. You just stand right under him and it shoots up and hits him with all of them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see if that works. Okay, wait, hold on. I need to go back, right?
Yeah, heart tank is up.
Oh, a mysterious room.
Don't ever amount to anything.
Actually, is there health up here? Yes.
just right spot where it's not too high and not too low.
I did this fine last night.
There it is.
There we go. Alright, so Doom taught me how to do this, totally. There we go. Did you say easy? Oh, was it that easy for Bunny? I think I would call that easy. I would call it technical. Not high technical.
A technical?
Just technical, not high technical. Ratmus says that he likes his Mavericks like he likes his bacon at regular. I guess Reploids, I should say. Likes his Reploids at regular. I don't know why anyone would like what happened to Magma Dragoon. Never forget.
Spin wheel reset. Well, I'll have to BRB in a little, like, probably after the dialogue that plays after this fight.
Certainly nothing important is going to happen while you BRB. He's just eating breakfast.
Yeah, I just finished breakfast.
There goes the controller.
I'll have to clean up and brush my teeth and help bring in some groceries.
Whoa. You get... ... bubble spot. That's the same, right? What about second breakfast?
I do notice that the weapon names are in all caps rather than in the American version where they're not. ...
Exume!
Sasugani.
Ratmus, don't say shit like that. What was it? Okay. I'm gonna refrain from talking about new Star Trek. Oh.
Hakase.
Did you say Kane Hakase?
Yeah.
Is that like professor?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a professor now. Oh, just look at him. Did you say that this is the only X game where we ever see Dr. Kane, or is it just the first?
He's also in X3, but that's it. He's in no other games besides those two.
What the Gaga. Gaga Gaga. Roku.
It seems like the transmission is like really choppy in this one, which was not the case in the English version. Zero no Patsu. Gakuse.
Speaking, but whoever it is, they're saying Oretachi.
I think it's Agile because that's his text color. Komiyaki.
Agile would definitely refer to himself as Ore-sama.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ratmus went to Mitsuwa, I'm sure. So, yeah. Okay, so Agile's and them are taunting us about getting Zero's parts or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well Doom has to BRB, and I'm just gonna go grab Zero's parts real quick, so BRB.
Yeah, I'm sure nothing strange is gonna happen while I'm gone. BRB.
100% legit. So the reason why I don't like this game is because I don't like the X-Hunters. I don't like the concept. I don't like how they appear and disappear and they make me go visit them, and if I don't visit them and beat them when they want me to do it, then they disappear forever. I think that's complete fucking bullshit. So, you know, I'm just gonna consider this right now. This is a new game plus, okay? Remember how if you beat Zelda 2, you know, you start over from the beginning and you have some of your items but not all of them? Well, I'm gonna start over from the beginning, and I'm gonna give up all of my heart tanks and all of my sub tanks and all of my upgrades and items. I have to get those again. But you know what? I'm keeping my 3 Zero parts that I already got previously on my hypothetical previous playthrough, okay? That's what's happening here. This is a new game plus. 1731, 3332, 1481, 2646. Zero says it's okay. It's okay, everybody. So this password has given me everything that you saw me do. We beat Wheel Gator and got that heart tank. We beat Bubble Crab and got the heart tank and the sub tank. Now we're going to move on to the next level, that is Flame Stag, or in this case, Flame Stagger. But guess what? Yes, I used a feature, not cheating. Doom wasn't here, so he couldn't stop me. So now we don't have to worry about any of those 3 bozos. I already have all 3 of Zero's parts. I thought he had 2,000 parts, but no, he only has 3. So now the true game begins. The new game plus of RockMan X3. If you want to see me do a playthrough where I actually beat all those bosses, well, go back to like 2014 or 2015. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere, unless I took it down. Alright, hold on here. We gotta do this. This is a time limit. Successfully did not die. I wish, Ratmus, I wish. Wish. Can I speak is the question. I think there's more health up here, maybe? Oh, I guess I can't get up there now that the thing is destroyed anyway, so... I was gonna say, notice how I'm dash jumping effortlessly between walls. so good at this game, unlike somebody playing it for the first time. So clearly I'm not that good. Remember back when the Xbox One was new and fresh? No. I remember when the Xbox 360 was new and fresh. Actually, I don't. Because we got it like 3 years later, I think. I remember when Ratmus was new and fresh because I was there when he was born. That's not as easy as it looks. That was practiced, flawless, perfect. Well, that's easy, Song. With these wall jumps, X actually holds onto the wall and stays on the wall and slides down so that you can jump at any time. Whereas in fucking Super Metroid, you know, you have to jump at the wall in a certain way, in a certain angle, and a certain speed, and you have like a frame. Well, not one frame, but, you know, very small frames to jump properly, which is nothing like this game. Alright, next stage, according to my route that Doom and I made totally together offline, is Morph Moth, or as in this game he's called, what? Metamor Mothaminos. Just like Mino, right, Ratmus? That's what I was referring to. Mothminos. I should slow down before Doom misses the whole fucking stream, right? I'm just kidding, this is a speed run. We gotta go. Alright, so we're getting the armor upgrade here. I think there's something else, but we can't get it yet. Whoa. My Super Nintendo just made a weird noise. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, see, I don't have the weapon that I need to go up there, so... Somewhere around here is the thing that I need. Right here. Whoops. Exu Kono Kapsuru ni Hairu no Hairu no Ja. Wow. That's interesting. So obviously he says X, this capsule, but in other words, he's telling me to get inside this capsule, but saying Hairu no Ja is a very, like, strange, you know, it's kind of a gruff old man. What I'm trying to say is the way he says get in this capsule is very fitting of a gruff old man who doesn't care anymore, and that's obviously what holographic Dr. Light is. So yes, I could try to read these again. I'm very bad at it though. Coco de Wa.
Yeah, I was brushing my teeth, so I actually have had my headset on since around when you beat Flame Stag. So I heard you say what you just did about Dr. Light being a gruff old man who doesn't care anymore.
And do you agree with that statement?
Sounds about right, yeah. Hydruja. Ethis Metamorphos.
Power up, Shita.
Oh, yes.
parts. So these body parts will power you up, something like that. This is the armor upgrade, right? So
Yeah. Damage.
see, if this was Mega Man 7, X would come in here and be like, so Dr. Light, does this armor upgrade, make me take less damage? No, you idiot! I mean, yes, but no! It also allows you to do the Densetsu no Garbage Crush, you idiot! Damn it, all the hell!
Officially become Riker.
Which I tried to tell Bunny about that several times in chat. I don't think she ever saw it. And I was like, should I DM her? And I was like, nah, who cares at this point? Oh god, is Ratmus posting shit on Discord again? Literal shit. Limited time 200-piece McNuggets. How much hot mustard sauce do I get with that?
I only just caught up on Discord, so I saw that you posted that, and I do want to watch it.
Yes, he just saw it and he said, whoa, unlike most of Ratmus's other videos, I'm gonna watch that later.
It didn't say all those words. Might have implied some of them, though.
I have not yet decided if I will bookmark it and watch it later, Ratmus. So Doom will watch it and tell me if I should.
I'm curious what it means by the 1955 menu. Is it from a specific restaurant?
Alright, now what weapon would you use on this guy of the three that I have?
I think spin wheel. Yeah, that takes care of it immediately. And I think bubble works pretty well on the bug.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I don't kill this guy quickly, it's gonna be a problem, so.
That's multiple, okay.
I don't think Bunny ever figured out the garbage crush of how to charge it. I think I thought about explaining it to her at some point on Discord, and again, I was like, the game's over, who cares? But yeah, it's
unlike the people in her YouTube comments who so desperately want to explain something to her that she did a month ago.
Yes. Same thing with reactions sometimes when people watch an episode and they're so far ahead that in real time they finished watching the series weeks or months ago, and yet people will post a comment as though they just watched that one episode and that's where they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing with the garbage crush is if you take damage by contacting an enemy, it doesn't work. But if you get hit by an enemy projectile, then it fills it, right?
Right. It's taking the energy from that attack. Is it not hitting him? There we go.
Fucking destroys him.
I noticed that the speed burner is called the rushing burner.
Oh, so some weapons are named differently, it seems, then. I didn't notice that. Well, I filled my garbage crush all the way. Should I use it on this guy?
It's not going to do much. Most bosses take very little damage from it. Now you get the actual, like, normal amount of lag that I'm used to from this fight, unlike when Bunny was playing it, where it was like max speed.
That is definitely lag.
I think that lag also exists on the virtual console as well, but not on the collection.
The fact that you saw me reset and how that worked, like, that should prove that it's not virtual console. So it's like if you wanted to reset on virtual console, like the Wii menu thing would come up, right?
I don't even know what you have to do to get RockMan X2 on virtual console.
Live in Japan, or somehow set your Wii to Japanese.
Scrap shoot, okay.
And yes, I know I didn't beat him at the top of the screen, and you know why? Because I'm not cool.
At least you admit that.
I admitted it. Is the next boss Magne Hyaku Legger?
Yep.
And yeah, I think we decided that I'm just going to ignore the 2 upgrades in this level because I think it's not possible or not worth it. Not even trying.
Easier to do it with the charge speed burner or rushing burner.
Hey, it's Bunny's favorite level. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't care.
Another level where the lag is pretty important. At least for, like, getting to the X-Hunter door. Not that that matters to you.
Oh yeah, dude, I forgot to mention, while you were AFK, I beat all 3 X-Hunters and got all 3 0 parts. So
Man, you did that fast.
Yeah, I'm a speedrunner. Shit, I'm missing my chance at something. Alright, now what is it?
Chop register.
Yes, what do I use on him? Bubble or speed burner?
Speed burner I know is good on the second mini boss. I'm trying to remember what guy.
That's a lot of lag. I don't know if that's doing a lot.
Says Pinwheel slows him down, but Bubble Splash, Silk Shot, and Magnet Mine are also good weapons to use on it.
It's funny.
The Garbage Crush will instantly destroy it.
Oh damn! I should have used that. But yeah, I was using Bubble, and I was like, oh, let's try something else, and then 1 speed burner after that killed him. So the Bubble probably did a lot of damage. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright, so what the hell is so hard about this? It's because I had the lag, right?
That's part of it.
Now what about this guy?
This is Speed Burner.
I always use Bubble Splash on this guy too. But yeah, that worked fairly well. Whoa, a little man. Whoop whoop.
watch out for his status ailments. Oh wait.
Is this Final Fantasy VI? The only game with status ailments that I acknowledge.
What about Super Mario RPG?
Do they persist outside of battle?
I think no, they don't in that game.
So now, as we all know, Bunny figured out how to use the way this weapon works to target him by throwing it on the ground and then having the diagonal hit him, right?
Yes, he definitely figured that out.
It's almost like I was asking Dr. Light. No, you idiot, she didn't figure it out. Whoa.
Well, certainly one way to do that.
We really did need a Dr. Light explanation of how to use this fucking weapon.
Idiot, you can also charge it up in some empty rooms to gather energy.
And use how it hits diagonal. And I couldn't figure out, like, because when I was looking at the boss chart, it seemed to say, like, there was some... Do the different pieces of this have different properties? Or I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah, because, like, what level you're using it on changes its property.
Okay. Bunny not figuring out how to use that weapon properly against this Maverick also reminded me of the same thing of Sting Chameleon.
Oh, yeah. Same name.
Okay, so that was Magna Centipede that I just beat, right?
Yes.
So now it's time for Christian Snail, who's not a Christian in this game, sadly.
He's a Chris Jar.
I don't know what. Heart tank and head upgrade. Well, I hope the heart tank will be easy to get. Possibly coolest music in this game, hype. Alright, so I'm tapping B, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't know, the secret to that is not holding down B. You have to tap B. And
I just lost the stream.
so you didn't see me jump in a pit.
I heard it.
But you didn't see it. Alright. It was a tactical disco granny or something. Stream ended due to a system error. Alright, I'm sharing again. Are you able to see it again?
I have to disconnect from this one.
Yeah, probably. Oh.
Okay, I ended up disconnecting the call.
Okay, but is it working again?
I just see black. Stop watching. Okay.
To hear this awesome music. Still not working?
Yeah, it's just showing your icon.
Alright, let's start from the beginning here. Let's disconnect. disconnected. Now, reconnecting. Okay.
Okay, there it is.
Alright, it's working again.
Yeah.
Well, that was a stupid Discord, but whatever. I don't think I even knew that this fucking room was there.
I usually don't go after the X-Hunters in that room.
Now this guy, I don't think, like, according to the damage chart, I don't think he's weak to the wheel, but like just the fact that like it's just hitting him over and over again, like I think that's killing him.
It's an easy weapon to use.
I think I just used that all the time as a kid. I didn't necessarily know why, but
Bunny was so convinced there was something important up there.
the best part is like when she jumped high enough for us to see that it was just health, but she didn't see it.
Yeah.
Same thing, getting this capsule. Dewa Aratana Me. Radar Ja. It's radar, Stelnox, radar.
X. He calls him X here, but in the English version he says Mega Man.
Of course, because the English version's stupid like that. Gunbaru no Da. I think it's Dazo.
Dazo, yeah.
Again, grizzled old man. I mean, he is dead, so. Or is he? How does he know current events?
I don't know why Bunny was confused about what the radar was telling her. It's literally pointing to the thing that you're supposed to inspect. I feel like I should not ask any further about that, Lux.
Alright, who is this asshole again? Christian Snail, and his weakness is Mega Mine. It doesn't sound like a fun story. This just reminds me of when Bunny was complaining last night about how the final Wily like took so long to come into the room and start the fight. So that's what happens when should I use this energy or should I possibly die?
You've got lives to spare, but whatever.
I'll just play the boss a little more safe. That's why, like, clearly I know that you can bump his shell, but to me that's not a good strategy. I just don't know how to take advantage of it properly. How soon till I get the Buster upgrade?
So you're going to overdrive ostrich next. Or no, you're backtracking to morph off next. Overdrive ostrich where you will get the leg upgrade and then you can backtrack to wheelgator and get the Buster upgrade.
Wait, why am I going to morph moth?
Or the hard tank.
Don't I need... What do I need for that?
You need Crystal Stale's weapon.
Oh,
that you just
okay.
got.
Okay, I was thinking of something else. Okay. Crystal Hunter.
Same name.
Okay.
That was the guy you needed to freeze.
Oops. I usually don't have this much trouble with this. What the hell? There we go. Imagine an exit unit that you don't have to dig up with a fucking dog.
Yeah.
Alright, now we're going to overdrive ostrich. Okay, the leg
Yes,
upgrade.
you're not getting the hard tank because you want to get the Buster upgrade first.
Well, I can try to use the bike, but I will probably fail. Obviously, the reason I'm asking about the Buster upgrade is once I get that, I can fill all my fucking sub-tanks and that'll give me peace of mind.
Yeah. It's like the Boston song.
Just like that. Except I'm not familiar with that. I think Doom tried to explain to me several times, whoa, how to do this. I don't think I ever got it. Should I try to get the bike back again?
Up to you if you think it's worth it.
Like I just hit the dash button at a certain point, right? That didn't work.
Yeah, just hold it when you're, like, after you go past that first bump, once you hit the ground, then just hold the dash button and go off the ramp. Do not press jump.
Oh, that ship sailed, so moving on. jump the parts or something.
It says an air dash, so.
Why doesn't he say charge and Gavu? And...
Yeah.
Let's see that in katakana.
Ah, shoot.
Now here we're going to talk about neons. Oh, fuck that. Fuck neons.
If you use neon jumps, you are morally bankrupt.
Sure. If he uses his weakness, he jumps up and fires. What is this, a boss from Mega Man 7?
It is possible to hit him again before he shoots, if you time it right. You usually have to be on higher elevation than him, though, to hit him.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm in a fucking crevice right now. Okay, so now that I got the leg upgrade, now I go back to Wheel Gator to get the Buster upgrade that I wanted. Or Wheel Alligates. Sonic Slicer. Wheel Alligates does not condone the allegations made against him.
What are the allegations made against him?
Oh, you don't want to know. Whoa. Let's just say spoilers, Epstein files. Wow, first try. Could that fucking... Could that be any smaller? What type of shot?
Chaji Shoto.
Oh, cha. That chi is just so small. Chaji Shoto. Didn't you see me just do it right now there, Ratmus? I frame perfect jumped it, and that's what that was. That's the ticket.
Abaru Chaji.
Whatever you say, Dr. Light. Alright. So now we go back to Overdrive Ostrich to try to get that heart tank with the speed burner. I guess there is a health fill-up room in Overdrive Ostrich that I could use, right?
There is, yeah.
Sonic.
Afterward, you'll be getting 2 more sub-tanks, so you'll have to fill those up at some point as well.
Shit. the worst charge shot in the X series? Or is that the best and X3 was the worst?
X2 was the best, X3 is the worst. This one is so good because it ignores iframes and does like 4 damage if you make full contact with it.
That just reminded me of that stupid childhood rhyme for some reason. Was it like first is the worst, second is the best, third is the one with the hairy chest? Who has said that since 1992?
That's a little bit different than the one I used to hear. It was usually third's the turd.
Okay, no, that's just like Jingle Bells Batman Smells.
Yeah.
I think it's possibly different based on region. So we should do some research on that. Oh, just kidding. Who gives a fucking shit about stupid childhood rhymes on the playground? What we should be doing on the playground is talking about Zelda 1. Where the fuck Dungeon 7 is.
Anyone I knew in kindergarten was playing Zelda 1 besides me.
You were playing in Zelda 1 in kindergarten?
Yeah.
Sure as hell was not. Let me think back to my childhood here. So, I mean, we got our NES Christmas 1998, I believe, as we've said a million times. But so back then we lived in Chicago. But then just like 6 months later, June of 1989, which what the hell else happened that month? If someone is listening, that was when we moved from Chicago out to the suburbs where we live now and where we, grew up from there. And I was in 5th grade at that time, and so yeah, I would have been playing a lot of NES at the time, and maybe getting. I mean, Nintendo Power wasn't quite out yet. I forget when it came out, but. I'm trying to remember if there was an instance where I talked to my friends on the playground or at recess or at school, and not really, because I don't think my friends at school were really that much into Nintendo. I think at least not that I can remember. But I had a friend that I made who lived down the street, and he was very much into Nintendo. So I'm sure that me and him, just hung out at each other's houses and probably talked a lot and shared information about games, because I remember playing games, with him here at his house. So, but I can't remember a specific story when like one of us would be like, "Oh, I couldn't find where level 7 was," and I think by the time I was playing Zelda 1, I'm sure we had the NES game Atlas and whatnot. So, all right. Anyway, now I did this with Doom off stream a while back, so of course I can't remember. I think, do I dash first and then burn, or burn first and then dash?
I think you usually had more success burning first and then dashing.
Did that work?
Yeah, you have to not hit that thing at the top.
Is that what happened? I hit the thing? I have a lot of lives here, but when I was doing this with Doom, I had save states. No, I did that completely wrong. Here's another reason why I probably like this game less than Mega Man X1. Upgrades are a lot more more difficult to get. Okay, so jump, then speed burn. There we go. Okay. Well, that could have been better, but it could have been worse. So we'll take it and get the hell out of here.
Last night.
Okay, so now we got to get the shit in Magnus Centipede, right?
Yeah.
Densetsu no Hyaku Legger. So I think I remember, like, if I get caught on the last one, I think if I hurry and get it to respawn, I think it might respawn. Okay, that, I did not mean to dash there, so... Okay, yeah, it's back. Okay,
Yeah,
so now I just need to do basically the same thing going to the left, pretty much, right?
You might not even need to dash for this. But I guess it would help if you did.
Oops, there we go. Alright, and then for the second one, it's when the blocks come like straight down, I have to go past them quickly. No, don't waste that. Again, when I was doing this with Doom, I had save states, so if I... It's coming up here, right?
Yeah, it's this part.
And then I think... So then when I go past these, then I have to get to that one block that's coming, it comes down and then it goes forward. And then like, I have to jump on it quickly, and then did I speed burn or did I like just dash jump? Do you remember what
I think you speed burned.
I guess that's... I gotta charge the speed burner then.
But you might be able to do it with just a dash.
Because if I charge the speed burn, then I can't get over there quickly unless I use the claw grip. Let's try it without it first. Here it is.
Ugh. Yeah, I think that's makeable.
I guess maybe
It
I
is
have
still
time.
possible to get it with the speed burner after the block is gone, but it's a pretty tough jump.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, the other thing is, I think once I get there, I think I might have time to charge the speed burner before it comes down, so I could try that too.
Probably better to wait until after that second block drops.
Said it might be possible.
Yeah, with an air dash and a speed burner, or speed burner first and then air dash either one. This is how I used to get it before I knew about the other method. Oh,
wow, that was okay. That's okay. Yeah. Ratma strats.
Actual lives reload.
Alright, so wire sponge now.
Just my first stage, and it's your last.
Wire Hedamarl.
You are the octopus Hussein Slick Khan to his wirehead.
What? What do I shoot at this to make the weather change?
Crystal Hunter will work. There might be other weapons too. Yeah, usually I have no other weapons when I come into this stage, so I didn't know about this for a long time. All you were missing is the Shoryuken. I feel like Ratmus and Lux are having the slowest conversation ever right now.
I feel like I should say I've had slower conversations with Ratmus. I don't know what that means, but... The short answer is Ratmus. I don't think the song remembers anything about Babylon 5. We're halfway through season 5. Sonic Slicer.
Yes.
Oh, should I charge it up? Is that gonna work? I'm just gonna let it go immediately and see if it works. No, it did not work.
Not in orange.
How do you like them apples? How many levels left? 4?
Well, 5, because the boss rushes its own level. Imagine that.
The way it should be. Strike chain.
Swimming in mucus fun.
X.
Hunter Hunter.
Oh, is that what they're called? Counter hunters?
Yeah.
Amazing. That's how Ratmus likes his bacon.
Abaru 0, 0. Pointo. Bimashita.
I don't know if that's a Japanese thing, because I swear, like, Sailor Moon referred to the North Pole as this, like, as the enemy base is at the North Pole at .00 or .0 or something.
Yeah, did they use a different coordinate system in Japanese?
I don't know. Rush Act. That's where you get Rush Jet early, right? Counter Hunter stage. Bosch question mark. Imagine being able to beat this.
My favorite music hype confirmed on my music quiz.
Imagine being able to beat this game in one stream.
Imagine beating this and X1 in one stream.
I certainly can't imagine that. Oh, I forgot to refill my tanks like I said I was going to.
Whoops.
How hard can this first stage be? Nothing to see there.
Stage is not really, I mean, there's the wall crushing parts, which you don't need sub-tanks for that, but Violin, maybe you will need sub-tanks for him.
Didn't I also find out that you can actually, if you can kill these things before they do that, then they won't close the wall?
That is correct.
That's crazy talk. Accidentally stopped climbing there for a second. This is where I really want Storm Tornado.
Yeah, there aren't really any weapons like that in this game.
There's still another wall crushing section at the end.
Yeah, the hardest one.
This is also like, this has an alternate path, is that when it's down there?
Yeah, but going down sucks.
Yeah. Sure does. Shut up, Discord. Rat just tried to kill me with Discord messages. About a quarter of my health.
Thanks to his titanium hammered pizza steel post.
Now who am I fighting?
Violin with Bubble Splash.
It seemed like it said Song sent me a message, but then it disappeared. Titanium, yeah, it's great. Can you use a pizza cutter on it? Is that wild? Not as wild as Wild Coil. Only thing wilder than Wild Coil is Buffalo Wild Wings. What really mean? For the armor upgrade.
A pretty easy mace pattern there.
Yeah. Kisamaga. Ore. Oh, he also refers to himself as Ore. Gua. Let me go back to Bubble Crab, I guess, and get health. Bubble Crab also has a 1-up.
Yeah.
Big my health meter is and how much it was when I came into this level for the first time.
Like when you're playing a Metroid game and you have 99 energy at the start, and then by the end you've got 14 energy tanks.
I was gonna say this game is a Metroidvania, but it's really not because the things I'm going back for are not required, right?
Yeah, it's not an integral part of progression.
Unless getting 100% is an integral part of your soul. Oh yeah, I guess I should try to do this. The hell of it. Guess that failed.
Yeah, if you want to kill him fast, you gotta hit that, like, red part on the bottom.
Looking for Silk Shot, and that's not what it's called.
Right. Crap shoot. And Cobra.
Hey
Saw
Cobra.
that you did things really early in the morning in Prime 4.
Hey Cobra, how's it going? This is a game you've never seen before. It's called RockMan X 2. We're going to the Counter Hunter Stage 2. It's like, now what's the gimmick of this stage? I guess underwater at first, right?
Yeah. This music is mid-tier.
This is the Doom-approved way to go up here.
Let's just tank the damage.
I don't want to go to the right.
They're going through that.
Is there a way to kill this guy like quickly? I guess that's the answer. For some reason I was thinking this was the Shoryuken level.
You're gonna garbage crush the cannons.
Know it. Spoilers, it's Wet Willy Man. Damn it, all the hell!
Wet Willy Man.
Recharging my garbage crush while I'm here.
It's doing you a service.
A die service, yo. Is this where he says something about how can I be killed because I was totally made by Dr. Wily or something?
Yeah, even though it's like not really as direct as people like to make it sound like it is. I don't know. Lost you, Ray. Like something about Light's legacy.
Robotoni. Legacy of all the great robots made by Dr. Wily, you know, like Gutsman. BRB gotta hang shower curtains is not something I've ever heard on Twitch.
Rage shower curtain hanging? Now is the Shoryuken level.
Now who is it who loves this music?
I think Cobra does.
Better fucking finish hanging those shower curtains. How do we get those things? Oh yeah. It's like straight chain or something stupid.
Yeah, like jump, shoot it, and hope for the best.
You can just ignore these things, right? Screw that anti-piece. I go up here, right?
It's the only way to go.
Unless I neon, I do need it to get it at least up there. Right?
Someone in Bunny's Discord was saying you could do it without neon and without the platform, but I don't really know how to do that.
So once I get here, I can just crystal
You
shot.
just freeze the bat, yeah.
Or as Bunny would do it, try to freeze that other asshole instead, which makes no goddamn sense. Need that engine.
You do need the bats. At least one of them.
What's a good weapon to kill this guy with by staying down here? Magnet mine, perhaps?
Maybe, yeah, you just aim it up at him. Bunny never figured out you could do.
Unless you count accidents. Shouldn't there be a second bat there? Like what? What are you supposed to do there to make that easier?
You can clearly make it, you just went too far.
I guess speed burner maybe?
More success with all it just disappears if you switch weapons like that. Okay.
I guess maybe I could.
Wow.
Have you ever seen that happen?
Released it on the same frame that you touched the spike. like Cobra would get a kick out of that. Because that's like the kind of thing I'd expect to see him do.
Damage boost. Okay.
Might as well.
Panicked.
Yeah, you can just, after you speed burn, you can fall straight down.
I have to
dash left.
I have to make sure that I'm in between the spikes and just fall straight down. So yeah, whenever I played this game back in 2014 or whatever it was, and I made a stupid highlight called "Getting That the First Try," and it was a lie. But Doom, didn't you see me get it first try when I did it off stream for you?
Yeah, you actually did. Yeah.
But no one will believe me now. Even if
I would hope people would know me well enough by now that I would not just lie about something like that.
That's, I mean, yeah, like I always say, like, I don't lie about, like, what console I'm playing a game on, but yet I have lied about joking things like that, about, oh, I did it first try when I didn't, so, or whatever. But yeah, every time I ask Doom to lie for me, he won't, even as a joke, so you guys know it must be real. I just find it incredibly weird that I'm finding this part to be more difficult than the second part. I wonder if let me try. So when I speed burner, I need to not panic and let myself fall straight down first. There we go.
I'll pay for a full tank of gas just to fill up like 1 gallon.
Just like you always do when you go to the gas station, right?
Yeah, totally.
Basically, you did well to get this far, Exu.
Sure.
That's all he has to say.
I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy.
I was expecting to see something like that. So that's true 100%, just like true Yakulega, right?
Yes.
Fuck me. I get to go down here, which I have no idea what the fuck is down here.
I think someone was saying that there's no password that saves the Shoryuken in this game.
Yeah, that's what I said. It is not in the password generator. There's a lot of fucking spikes here. Okay, well, I've still got 6 lives. agile?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll use the magnet mine. If he somehow gets me so low that I have to use a sub tank, then I'll try to
You
show
would
you.
have to really suck at this fight to get low enough to need a sub.
That is the good thing about the armor upgrade in this game is it really does lower the damage you take. Oh, I remember that attack. Like some Galaga shit. Yeah, even with me tanking a lot.
Masaka. Oh, he actually says Sigma here. He just says, like, Master Avenge Me in English.
Sigma. So where did that broken capsule lead to?
Never know. Flame Stagger.
No! Oh, missing
I
one.
thought that would have hit him. Okay. There you go.
I can't believe, like, it looked like he should have hit me like a million times, but like I was having iframes from the Shoryuken, which I didn't know was a thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's like if that's unique to RockMan X too, or if that's just something I didn't know about.
I try to beat some of the bosses that are way up here that are difficult to get to. No!
It is kind of crazy to me that the Shoryuken saves so much time during the boss rush that it's actually worth it to 100% the game in a speed run, even if you're doing 80%.
Didn't actually want to go in here. I wanted to go up and get energy. Should love weapons where if you miss it hits the wall and comes back. Noise crush that Bunny totally loved.
I was wondering if you would hit him a second time.
So the charged slicer hit him a second time and killed him, so we didn't get the unique cutting thing.
Yeah, you have to use the regular one.
missing a sub-tank. I better refill that before the next level.
Shoryuken on Wheelgator might be a little tough. In fact, I think even the speedrunners don't use it on him.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna bother trying. Since he was at ground level, it didn't occur to me. Remembering to use this Shoryuken is something I really need to think about, because otherwise I'll just forget. And this boss fight is going to take forever. Be pretty hilarious if I end up beating this game so quickly, much quicker than I thought, that I could have started at 6:30 and finished before we had to go to dinner. Or is it already too late for that? Oh, it's getting close, right?
Yeah, like if it only takes you 2 hours, then yeah, it would have worked if you had. Well, no, 6:30 your time is 4:30 my time, so no, maybe not.
I would have had to start a little early, or you might be a little late for dinner. Is doing it today just better?
It'll work out. I'll still have time to run.
Because, I didn't know for sure how well I was going to do with this. Of course, we're not done yet, so.
Oh, this Sigma fight is so much easier than the X1 one is.
I suppose it is, although it's much more foreign to me than the X1 fight. Over at chat again and read Ratmus's Jujubes. I thought it said Junez.
No, you're Jujubes.
Exactly.
That sounds like a... What do they call pre-mortem one-liner? You're about to finish someone off. One short.
Sonic it. So if I'm up here, what you're saying is I could have maybe
did it once.
Oh, he's a little too high up. Almost a good rhythm. Can I Shoryuken this guy? Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Want to make like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tour and come out of your shells? Seriously, what the fuck, dude? Text from my dad. A long text. That cost a lot of health.
Scrap Shoot reminds me of Final Fight 3. One of the characters in that game had a special move called Scrap Dunk.
Final Fight 3. So is that in the arcade or what was that on?
I think only the first Final Fight was in the arcade. 2 and 3, well, 1, 2, and 3 were all on SNES. Although the version of 1 that was on SNES was kind of butchered. They removed a level and removed Guy.
Right. I'm not sure if I've ever seen or played Final Fight 3 then. Here's where you tell me that you streamed it and I just forgot.
No, I've never streamed it. I only ever played it back in the day on card with Skyblazer.
I think we have a Final Fight collection, but like it only has 1 and 2, or I'd have to look into that. Yeah, I know there's. I remember that there is a Guy edition. Like I think we have Final Fight for Sega CD or 3DO or something. It's something that I would look at my games list and get lost in when we're supposed to be finishing this game, so maybe I'll look at that later.
Skyblazer actually recently gave me Final Fight 1 for Game Boy Advance. That one does have Guy in
it. Wow. Just that they put it on Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
And it's more advanced than the Super Nintendo. Yeah, I'll probably grab loads. Right here, I'm just gonna. That's a note for myself. I gotta be careful of those spikes that were totally on the ceiling before, right?
Fight almost as hard as the Lambolas with that thing in the corner shooting at you.
In other words, if Fish made a fish mode of this game, she would remove the spikes from the ceiling. Got it. Cobra die while hanging the shower curtains? ...
Sashiburi da.
Blue dot dot dots. Sigma. Orange dot dot dots.
Is he actually telling X to like meet him back at the central computer stage? Because like the English version makes no reference to that.
I'll be waiting you at the computer. Hey Zoda, how's it going? Welcome to the final level of RockMan X 2. Oops, I forgot to refill my sub tanks. Those would give me some more energy, so I have a little bit more. It's going.
I've had cilantro lime rice plenty of times, but not avocado cilantro lime rice. Yeah, that's true. Time for the best entrance ever.
Kono he? Oh? Is that how he's saying this person? Just he? Kono he?
Yes.
Got fucked. So Ratmus, what is Zero saying about his copy being quote unquote black, as you say? Oh God. Oh no! He's not saying, oh no! Honore Zero. That's how he talks, right? Naze Kisama wa Watashi ni Kiba o Ukeru. Is this Zero speaking?
Yeah.
He's saying
So
Ore.
in English, he's saying, like, maybe so, but I still don't like you.
He's saying Ore, but when the X-Hunter said it, it was in katakana, but he's saying it in hiragana. That's totally a different vibe, right?
Yeah, sometimes I don't know what that means when, like, regular words get put in katakana.
I think saying Ore in katakana just means you're even more of a dipshit. Just has that vibe.
He says way more in English there. Like, oh, fine, I'll watch you die once again, or whatever.
Yeah, speaking of saying more in English, like, that's one of the few things that I like, like,
Oh, watch the stream again.
oh God. But real quick, like, in Mega Man 7, when he says, you know, I'm more than a robot, die, Wily, like, I think that's awesome and cool, and some people are saying, like, oh, that wasn't in the Japanese version, that was a stupid English localization, you should get rid of that, it's not true. I'm like, fuck you. Alright, let me...
Not all localization changes are bad.
Yeah, Ted Woolsey, see Exhibit 1. Alright, we might have to restart this thing again, so let's see.
Yeah.
Well, no, because the X-Hunters were using katakana, so I was saying that they had bad vibes. Zero was using hiragana, so that's saying that's saying that he's like a normal, perfectly fine Japanese gentleman. Let's go with that. That also means that Zelda 1 has bad vibes because isn't all the text in katakana?
Hyrule's just that gone to shit in that game.
Either that or it's just lazy programming. What's that saying? Oh yeah, like how he always says, like I'm gonna go over here and do this, like he always says in this game in X3. With spoilers, he's not doing anything. Like Gigantor in Speed says, he's off somewhere jerking off.
It's Khodhum X.
Does this look different, or is that how it always looked?
This is how it always looks.
That weird background seems strange to me. It looks very different on my television than it does on the OBS. On the television, it's like blue, whereas in the screen, it's black, like the background. Okay, I guess, well, I could try to show Ryukin him, right? How's that gonna go? But then, assuming I fail and take damage, what weapon do I switch to for this?
Sonic Slicer.
What happened to my iframes? I remember having a lot of trouble with this guy in practice. It seemed like he was just doing so much damage to me and my things weren't hitting him. Well, they're not hitting him now because they ain't working.
The first form is arguably the hardest part.
Okay, maybe I should have shut off the Sonic Slicer. Crush not fully charged. Should I use a sub tank? I guess I could use the tiny one. That wouldn't hurt.
Just to give yourself a little bit of cushion.
Cushion is gone.
And it didn't even fill you up fully.
Damn it, all the hell! Oh, come on. It didn't
hit him with one out of two.
I was like, come on, it's got to at least do two. And it's like, nope. Alright, was it strike chain?
Yep. Lag plays a big factor in the original SNES version.
Well, I could use that. I should use it and try to show Ryukin.
Nice.
Now, if there's an escape sequence, you have to tell me.
This escape sequence is just like the one in Metroid Prime 1.
This escape sequence is only a simulation?
Yes.
X. So I just beat RockMan X 2. Driver trashing a Christmas tree. Great, Ratmus. I'll definitely bookmark that for later. We'll talk about X3 in a few minutes. Skashi Zero wa Naze Yatsu wa Saigo no Why? Trying to say is the Saigo no Wily?
Yeah, it looks like it. It's a little more direct than what he says in English. It was like these last of the Doctor's creations.
I think that's more at the end of Mega Man X1. You could say Zero wa Chotto. Oh, flashing lights. Give a shit about kids these days and their epilepsy. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about new Star Trek. But they just came out with this new show, Starfleet Academy, and the first episode is literally called Kids These Days.
Huh.
Am I going to look out at the destruction that I helped cause, or possibly the sea?
Why is the blood of wheel alligates on my hands?
Exactly. Zero standing next to me like he did something. He's like, X, did you know I helped? I fought that main computer. I took that main computer out. I told it to shut down Windows 11. Oh, thanks. Did you know I was fighting a giant frickin' polygon head? Zero's like, wow, I'm glad I wasn't there for that.
This is a literal translation of this dialogue. Which actually is not even dialogue, it's just text.
X is like, hey, can I borrow your Z-Saber? No, I need that to hack the computer. Zero hacks a computer about as good as Wheatley. Oh, let's see, we got the flat bit. That's good to know. Hello, Gov. I'm about to start hacking now. Is that what Sigma was doing, writing CDRs? What an evil bastard. This game is so old, the Sigma virus could have been stored on a CDR.
Yeah.
RockMan X2 cast. I can't wait till we get to the staff roll. Can't wait to see who made this game. Spoilers, I'm not going to see that, am I?
Nope.
All right.
Steam and X3 don't have credits.
Does X1 have credits?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess it was last year Bunny played Mega Man X1, right? Because then I streamed RockMan X1 last year, right? So now it's this year. Now it's 2026, and Bunny did Mega Man X2, and I did RockMan X2. And so now, today's Saturday, and Bunny is starting Mega Man X3 on Monday. And also Ratmus, 2 years ago did Mega Man X1, and then last year he did Mega Man X2, and this year Ratmus is going to do Mega Man X3, but he's not going to get to do Mega Man X3 till like end of February if we're lucky, maybe early March if we're unlucky. Depends on how unlucky I am with my dental surgery, which, oh my god, speaking of my dental surgery, I had a dream last night about my dental surgery, and it really pissed me off. But the point is, what is the point? So we're going to see Bunny play Mega Man X3. We're going to see Ratmus play Mega Man X3. Are we going to see RockMan, myself, stream or play RockMan X3? I don't know. Like, the only way I got through this fucking stream, imagine, Doom, if I beat the X Hunters, how late that would have made your dinner. Yeah, we definitely would have needed extra hours for that.
Yeah, it took me 2.5 hours when I beat it on stream.
No, Ratmus, I don't think so. So my point is that maybe someday, towards the end of this year, after Bunny streams Mega Man X3 and after Ratmus streams Mega Man X3, maybe I will consider streaming RockMan X3 if I can get through it. If I have a route and if I see Ratmus do it, and maybe if I practice and maybe it's less annoying, because like you said, I think like fighting Bit and Byte, they just show up. Like, you don't have to go out of your way to find them like the X Hunters, right?
Right.
Now, you do have to go out of your way to find Vile, but
Yeah.
I don't think that might not. I do really think that getting the ride armor is dumb.
It is,
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I do want to comment on one of the enemy names I noticed there, because in English there's that one called Savor Moon R. Well, in this version it was Sabor Moon R, but it just makes me think of the Spanish word sabor, flavor.
Interesting. So yeah, Ratmus is promising that he'll do Mega Man X3. I am not promising that I will do Rockman X3, but I'm not saying I 100% won't. We'll see. Because previously, years ago, like I said, I streamed Mega Man X1 a couple of times, and even Mega Man X2. But I never streamed Mega Man X3, even though I have beaten it in my life. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if Doom can tolerate me for more. And thank you, Doom, for being here for the RockMan X.
No problem.
Fuck that game, Ratmus. Oh geez, now I got to talk about what I'm streaming next. Well, I'm really finding it difficult to find games that I want to stream right now. Dad is doing fine after his surgery, I think. I don't think he's coming home from the place until Thursday. So if Bunny's doing a stream on Monday, I was thinking, oh, I'll do a stream on Tuesday and I'll start a new game and it's going to be Final Fantasy VI. So let's just say that's the plan unless I go insane and change my mind.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll probably be what I'll do is I'll stream till the Elite River and then I'll say, okay, that's the end of the stream. I'm just going to grind off stream. And then when am I going to pick it up again? I don't know, because like I said, my dad is coming home from the hospital place, and then like the week of January 25th, the last week in January, there's a lot of shit going on. Like I have doctor's appointments, Dad has doctor's appointments, multiple doctor's appointments, plus I have to take care of him now. So I don't know if I start Final Fantasy VI, like I said, I don't know when part 2 is gonna be. Okay, just I don't know. Doom, as far as you know, you're available 1 week from today, Saturday, January 24th, right? You're not going to miss the important stream, right?
If you stream at your normal time, then yeah, that should be fine. Like, I'm probably going out to dinner that night, but I don't think it'll affect if I can see the stream or not.
Yeah, it'll probably be around 2 to 5 Central. This is next Saturday, January 24th, which is the 12th anniversary of my first stream ever. It'll be a Rockman and Ratmus stream, and guess what? I'm still not telling you guys what it is, but you guys are going to love it.
You are going to love it, not your kids.
Yeah, fuck your kids. It is not Wario Golf. There's no one to raid. Thanks everyone for watching and being here. And yeah, thanks Doom not only for being on the voice chat, but for helping me work out a route and telling me how to do certain things, like get that weird, what is it, sub-tank? With the jumping in bubble crab level. That was weird.
Yeah.
There were some things where I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and then I figured it out. So anyway, we did not drop any frames, and we're done in time for my dinner and Doom's dinner.
And my lunch, 'cause I haven't had lunch yet.
That's in a stream. Bye everyone.
Bye.